Good morning, Terraria players, and welcome back to the Anarchist mod for Terraria. I am Bladeburger, and I'll be your sacrificial lamb for your enjoyment. In the last episode, we went all the way to the Moon Lord, reaching the final stretch of the mod. Now, in part 1 of the finale, as my schedule has been too busy and chaotic to record a lot, we proceed onwards to the post-Moon Lord content this mod has to offer. Speaking of mods, here's the usual mod list. If you have any recommendations, let me know. Big content mods or quality of life. Don't say Calamity, that's next in queue. Now, without further delay and no shameless promotions toward my Twitter, let's get right back into it. To start right off, I crafted the Blueprints, a mega accessory that combined the effects of the Scroll of Light and Dark with the effects of the Anarchy items from the mechanical bosses. It was a very strong item. A lot of effects too. I then farmed in Hell while trying to get a Hell key for a reason later. After a while, I returned to the surface, then crafted Amphibian wings, which were made from Terraspark wings, Duke Frostron wings, and the Frog leg. Pretty nice wings. Next up, I grabbed the Infernal Anlace from a Hell chest inside the dungeon. It was a Dark Artist dagger that spawned a fire jet on hit. It was required to craft a Cosmic Shuriken, a Zenith-style Dark Artist Shuriken. There was multiple Cosmic tier weapons, with some classes even have multiple ones. It required a lot of other daggers and shurikens, which I grinded to craft. Done and done. Cosmic Shuriken obtained. It was a very fast weapon that spawned multiple other shurikens occasionally when it hit. I also killed a bunch of previous bosses to craft both volumes of the Exceedingly Dangerous Beings books. They gave a small and medium buff respectively while a boss was alive. Now, I felt ready to take on the Void, the first of the post-Moon Lord bosses this episode. Or was I? Yeah, maybe not. Between some of the attempts, I added the Singularity Incantation to my equipment, got the Eldritch Bodkin back, and crafted Compromise Potions, which massively increased my max health but lowered my damage a bit. Only pure Dark Artists could use this potion. And now, after a few more attempts, here's my successful one. Enjoy my suffering. and the Void was down. Neat fight once you learn the moveset. When it went down, several messages popped up. Voidstone had spawned underground, the dungeon was powered up, new enemies started spawning that dropped Chaos Plate, and the Underling was ready for round 2 against the Burger with a Blade. Inside the Void's treasure bag, its Anarchy mode item gave a chance for damage you take to be reduced by 50%, with a chance getting higher as your health got lower. Its expert mode item reduced the power of soul reaping, which would be nice for later on. It worked in the inventory. It also held a weapon from its loot pool and antimatter, an important crafting material for stuff later. I was able to craft the Void Fabricator out of Endotherium or Chlorophyte Anvil, a Tinkerer's Workshop, an Ancient Manipulator, and some antimatter. It functioned as all 3 of the crafting stations, but gave access to even more beyond that. With it, I upgraded my Amphibian wings to Void Spark wings, the final tier of wings for this mod. I then made the Agility Charm, which was a direct upgrade to the Master Ninja gear. It was crafted from an empty charm, purchased from the Necromancer, some Dark Luminarian, which was made from one of each infused Luminite, and the Master Ninja gear. It also went into the Ultimate Charm, which I would get later on. Then into the dungeon I went. After Void was defeated, the dungeon spirits drop a new material, Chaoplasm, while in the dungeon. It was used in a few important things. I would then take on the Underling again. It was massively power up after the Void. Let's do this. Underling was defeated again. Don't try it again, Bubba. When it went down, a message popped up that Undulium ore had spawned in the underworld. I then refought the Underling a few times to try and get it to drop a certain item, the Chaos Magic, which was the final 25 life upgrade item of the mod. Next up, it was time to grind. I grinded for materials to make some more components of the Ultimate Charm, then went down to hell for some Undulium ore. It spawned in very rare but very large pockets in hell. Undulium bars were also used in a new armor set, which I would grind for while also making some upgrades. I made the Ultimate Charm, another mega accessory with all the effects of the multiple charms that could be crafted throughout the mod. I crafted the Battle Nurse Kit, which added the effects of the Charm of Legends to the Life Flower, healing me when needed and giving me damage buffs. I then made the final upgrade to the Leviathan emblem, the leader of the pack. It combined the effects of the Levi emblem with the effects of the stuffed wolf head to make a very strong equipment. I would then continue the grind for Chaos Force armor. It required upgrading through multiple tiers of armor, from the Prismite set, to the Sulfur set, to the forthcoming set, and finally onto the Chaos Force armor. It was a very powerful set of armor. Its set bonus gave extra cold healing, 20% decreased max life, a revive up to 120 life with a 1.5 minute cooldown, and an armor ability where you can press a hotkey to double damage for a few seconds, but also take 50% more damage for the same window of time. The biggest benefit to this armor was the massive speed boost it provided. Very fast. Next up, and the final thing for part 1 of the finale, I would take on the next boss, And the second to last one in the mod, Frostron time. with that, Frostron was down. A message appeared that let me know that the Frost Moon was now buffed, but that will have to wait for next episode. Inside its treasure bag, its Anarchy mode item allowed you to press a hotkey to encase yourself in ice, becoming immune to damage and massively increasing life regen. It also dropped Fractured Hearts of Frost, which you needed to fix in order to craft some endgame items and gear. That's all for this episode. Let's take a look at some upgrades made before the finale to Electric Boogaloo. I went from Twilight Armor to Chaos Force Armor, upgraded my weapons from the Celestial Dirk to the Cosmic Shuriken, and upgraded from the Terra Spark Wings to the Amphibian Wings, then on to the Void Spark Wings. I added the Battle Nurse Kit to my gear, crafted the Leader of the Pack, the Ultimate Charm, and added the Singularity Incartation to my arsenal of gear. In the next episode, we get on to the last and final boss of the mod, Kyozareth. Stay tuned for that one. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I'll see you all in the next one. Blade Burger out.